Dear students, welcome once again to my YouTube channel English Academy Devashish channel. Hope this very video finds you in good health. Regarding voice, there are several classes taught by me for a few days, and today we are going to discuss the very passive of modals, or actually how modal auxiliary verbs are used in passive voice. So don't be late, let's start the class. See here, sometimes sentences may start using modal verbs just like can, would, may, might, shall, should, need, might, etc. Actually, these are the modal verbs because they are not regulated or controlled by any number, person or tense. Actually, they only denote the mode of the sentence or the verb also. So they are the modal verb. If the very sentences start using any modal verbs, then we have to use the following structure actually in passive. See here, the next line, to make those sentences into passive, we have to use the following structure based on different sentences. There are different sentences as it is discussed by me, okay, actually in other videos or uploaded videos. The very first one is affirmative. Affirmative, the very sentence. Affirmative, what does it tell? Actually, there is no negativity in the sentence, or there is no negation in the very sentence. In case of affirmative sentence, the passive structure of affirmative, at first we have to use subject, a modal verb, be, third form of the verb, by, object, full stop at the end to make the sentence passive. See the very example, he could do the work. He could do the work. Actually, the very sentence or the sentence is given in active voice, and when we are directed to make the sentence into a passive, then the subject become object, and the object become subject, and the modal auxiliary verb must be remain same as it is given in the active voice. Just like we have to use could, and the third form of the verb done, and according to the rules we have to use be, and the very object in the passive must be preceded by the very preposition by. Then he could do the work. The work could be done by him. Next, negative. See the very difference between the structure of affirmative and negative. Including or based on the very sentences start using any modal auxiliary verbs. If it's given in negative sentence, then we have to insert only not, and the other rules remain same. Okay, then he cannot do the work. Not tells us everything. It's given in negative sentence, then the work cannot be done by him. It's a passive one. Next one is affirmative of yes no type question. Yes no type question, you know all about yes no type question. Affirmative of yes no type question, just like negative of yes no type question, affirmative of WS question, and the negative of WS question also. Then if it's a yes no type question and the sentence starts, or the sentence starts or belongs to any modal auxiliary verb, then we have to follow the rule or the structure actually into passive. At first we have to use modal verb, subject, be, third form of the verb, by, object, and at the end of the sentence there will be a question mark, as it's a question one. Okay, will they help me? Why do you consider the very sentence as an affirmative of yes no type question? Because will they help me? Will they help me? We can answer the very question using yes or no, it's right. But the very sentence, the whole sentence tells us that there is no negation in the sentence. So it's an example of yes no type question. Will they help me? Active voice. Okay, it's given in active. Then shall I be helped by them? Me becomes I. I always takes shall after it. Then when we are going to make the sentence into a passive one, then shall I be helped? Shall I be helped by them. Negative of yes no type question. It's very easy to remember. Just like or see the very structure again regarding affirmative of yes no type question. There was no not, but here is the very not. Okay. Modal, subject not, third form of the verb by object, and at the end of the sentence there will be a question mark. Will they not help me? Not tells us that it's a negative one, and it's the very negative of yes no type question because there is no ws word to start the sentence. Will they not help me? Shall I not be helped by them? Me becomes I always takes shall I not be helped by them. Okay, next one is affirmative of WS question. Affirmative of WS question. You must remember or you must know that WS question must start using a WS word, and we have to answer the questions answer using any information. So they are called WS word. The very passive of WS word that gives us affirmative sense. WS word must be begin to start the sentence into a passive one. Modal verb, subject, be third form of the verb by object, and at the end of the sentence there will be a question mark. When can he do the sum? When can the sum be done by him? When can the sum? When it's a WS one. Suppose or transform the very sentence into your own. He can do the sum. He can do the sum. Then the sum can be done by him. The sum can be done by him. If I change it, suppose you have to ask it to make yes no type, then can the sum be done by him? And before the very words we have to use the very WS word that is given. And remember, if there is who always becomes by whom in passive. Negative of WS question. WS word, modal auxiliary verb, subject, not, be, third form of the verb by object and question mark. And remember the very uses of not in this case. If the subject is a noun one, suppose it's a noun, then not must be placed before the noun. Before, and if it's a pronoun, suppose it's a pronoun, then not must be used after the subject. After. Why will not John help me? It is given in active voice. Why shall I not be helped by John? It's a passive one. Passive one. So dear students, these are the various rules depending on various sentences. Actually the very passive of modal auxiliary verbs, and I think the whole video is totally helpful for all of you. And see, there are some tasks given by me for all of you. You have to solve them at home. The very first one, he may catch the thief. When will they catch the thief? Next one, how can they help you? I might do the work. Everybody must obey discipline. There will be a full stop. We should help the poor. Why should we help the poor? Why should we not help the poor? He may not tell the stories. When may he not tell the stories? I request all of you to watch my video till the end, not skipping. And the students or the learners who are not yet subscribed, then they may subscribe my channel if they think that the channel will be fruitful for them regarding English language. Thank you.